Hello and welcome to this best of three series between Czarix and SiPa. And this is the finals of the Warhammer League, actually. So very much be sure to like and subscribe for more games. And very soon we'll be even starting with Warhammer League 2. It is actually currently in process as I'm recording this video. So hope you enjoyed and hope you enjoyed the entire league. Let me know of any feedback in the comments and let's get into this game. Super excited, especially because SiPa had such a good run, and running into Czarix in the finals, this is like very much expected. It would have been either SiPa or somebody like, let's say, Navi. And yeah, very much also happy to see him on his main faction, which is one of his main factions at least, which is Chaos Dwarfs. So we have Czarix on High Elves, and let's analyze the armies. So we have two Oceanids, Sky Cutters, double Sky Cutter with bolt throwers, which is interesting. He basically wants to skirmish all of the shooting and everything to death, which is also an interesting choice from the Sky Cutters, because I personally know, and probably most of the people in RTK know, including RTK Czarix, that SiPa prefers to play the wide play style from Chaos Dwarfs. So he likes to go just a tide and then supported by archers. So I'm very much interested to seeing his build and how this goes into that. But yeah, we get Eltharion with Soul Quench, the Fang Sword. I'm not a Fang Sword. I am not a High Elf main, so sorry about that if anything is mispronounced. And we have Tempest for the Flying Lord, if there is one, and Apotheosis. But as we see from the side of SiPa, there's just a bunch of laborers, as we said, as we just said. He just prefers this wide playstyle, man, and he just basically always can be. You can bet that he's gonna take double Castellan. He absolutely loves these guys. He does. He just takes the dig in, and then they just stand there and start shooting at your lord or at your SC. Other than that, I would also like, if I were a betting man, I would say that he would bring, especially into something like this, a foot character. But you can never be too sure. And having something like Tempest and then Massive Skirmish is all just prudent to be. He just brought Purple Sun. Like, SiPa is a very efficient player. Like, he never takes anything that is not needed on any of his games. We also see Soul of Damnation and just a bunch of Chaos Warriors. So quite a simple army. He's just going to march forward and try to overwhelm and play the slow game, try to get the Soul of Damnation to get the most value, and just pew over time with the Castellans, while Czarix is looking to play a skirmish game over time, and then just push him in once the support for the Oceanids actually comes in. And we see the first shot from the Hell Cannon coming in, and the first shot from the from the Lothran Sky Cutters. Yeah, they're coming in to basically try and bully this thing. And actually, the Lothran Sky Cutters are going to win this duel, right? So look at this damage, man. It is definitely not the greatest idea to start off with something like the Soul of Damnation. This unit is just going to get killed, and it is obviously not going to win any type of duel against the Lothran Sky Cutters. So he also doesn't have much support to, like, throw off. Oh my god, it's already dead. Oh no, it's already dead. And that's blunderbuss. So basically, Czarix is like 1.5k, 1.55k value already ahead here, and he basically lost no HP on the Lothran Sky Cutters, especially if the Castellans were shooting at something like a different model. And yeah, this is just a terrible start for the side of SiPa. If he wanted to start with this, he definitely should have had something like either a blunderbuss or like an infernal fireglaive that can actually threaten the shooting from these units. And we actually see a soul quench. Oh, this is gonna go down the line here and absolutely wreck these units here, right? Soul quenches and these type of missile spells. Oh, it's gonna potentially gonna miss. But these types of spells absolutely delete infantry when shot from down the line, and very nice cinematic shot here. We're gonna see how much damage it actually did, but the souls of these units are leaving their bodies as they get deleted by Soul Quench. It's pretty funny that this thing also still doesn't have a freaking icon. Come on. Come on, CA, get your shit together, man. So, we see a huge, amazing start. SiPa is also going to unsummon this, but if my math is mathing, he's just gonna get like 300 value from this, right? 3 or 350? Yeah, 300 value from just unsummoning them. So he's basically 1.2k down, but he does have the middle objective, right? And even though Czarix is very much ahead, he still has a lot of time that he needs to do, that he needs to take and just do more skirmish. And very nice place from him again. Like, he knows that these blunderbusses, which are designed to kill the Oceanids and stuff, they just need some time to get there. And if he also just goes in and can bully the Lord, there's what do we all see that is missing in this entire army, right? There's a specific thing. Oh, that is disgusting. So what is missing in this entire army? Mass. There is a 0 mass build from SiPa, and he's just about to get rolled, man. Oh my god, if he just stops these blunderbusses from ever shooting, there is nothing that can stop both the Oceanids and Eltharion just going in and bullying him, especially with him having the what is it, the Mistwalker barrage. Like every 30 seconds or so, look at this, like it's going to go through the sky and it's just absolutely wrecking everything here. Like, that's probably the best AoE ability that you can have in such a typical blob fight. And now we see like Goblin Laborers trying to fight off the flank attack from the Warlines of Krace, and even an Oceanid summoned to the side, which seems to be a bit forgotten. I think he gave them an order, but they just did not want to move over there. And yeah, the Warlines are just going to destroy the Hobgoblins and the Wolf Riders there. And again, there is 0 mass here to protect your Lord. And oh my god, what a movement from Eltharion with the attack animation going directly into the blob. And he's just, oh my god, this is an absolute massacre. Whenever I saw the army, I was very much wondering where every shooting element was. Like, if SiPa brought any type of like just Hobgoblin archers maybe to try and shoot the Oceanids or potentially Eltharion or potentially the Lothran Skycutters, just keep them away. You don't need to do... This is such a meme, you freaking unit. How is Eltharion getting pushed and shotgunned by a freaking train? What is this game? That was the Tokyo Drift of its life, man. And the funny thing is that this stupid ass unit can actually bully freaking Eltharion, which is, again, this is like supposedly an anti... Look at this. What is happening? How is it getting escorted and then shot in the back by the freaking train? Oh my god, Eltharion. If Eltharion dies just to the train, man, do they need some change? It's absolute meme of a build. He's still trying to just shoot at the train with the Lothran Skycutters. Unfortunately, he kind of went into the trees, and he realized that Eltharion is not going to get away from the train for some reason. Like, it's just faster than him, right? He's exhausted and minus 18 from the terrain. So I guess he just turns around, pops Apotheosis on himself, and then starts shooting. He starts blasting. In the meantime, the Warlines are actually winning their fight, as we said. Like, the Regara's Pride and the just normal Warlines actually are going to come here and start supporting Eltharion. But the rest of the army is just busy fighting Oceanids. Look at this. This is like a 4v1 for the Oceanids, and the Oceanids are still winning. And we also see the Castellans doing their little thing, right? They're just dug in here, and they're enhanced, they're there, they're just little artillery pieces that are trying to shoot at Eltharion, and they're very, very good at just killing SCs, because you kind of don't notice them at a certain point. You just assume that they're just like chilling there, and then when you look at your lord is suddenly dead, which is crazy. But SiPa seems to be pushing back a bit. He took back his home objective. He actually went for a push on the back objective of Czarix when he saw what was coming for him, which is a nice play. Like, very, very nice play. But unsupported, again, these two Chaos Warriors just got deleted by the ROR Ships Company that have armor piercing. And yeah, they just got killed by that, and a archer and some just basic support. Eltharion lives, which is the main point. And now it's actually turning into a proper scrap. But if we look at the entire battlefield, there's a lot of blinking from the Chaos Dwarf side. He is doing much better than what I thought he was gonna do when we saw Eltharion go in. No mass to support him, and the chariots and oceanids just going into there. But yeah, this is what was needed, right? Like, if he had an infernal fire glaive or a shotgun just summoned at the start to deter stuff like the Lothran Skycutters, he might have not lost the Hell Cannon at the start, and then he could have potentially just had a overwhelming advantage. Again, Ships Company summoned over here, but this is kind of like super weird on some maps, man. You just click and summon a unit and give them an attack order, and they just never move. You just need to come back to it in like 3 seconds and then redo it. Iron Demon doing pretty well. Guy getting 1900 value from shotgunning Eltharion in the head like a couple of times. Man, that unit is absolutely insane. The Chaos Dwarfs are definitely being carried by stuff like the Trains and the Bale Taurus and the broken spell characters. But it's very nice from him. Do we actually see the Lord dead? Is the Chaos Dwarf Lord dead? Oh no, he just got resummoned. So yeah, he was perma-dead. And yeah, he also had no real targets for the Purple Suns that he did. But at least, if anything, he is mega cheap. So if Eltharion goes in and tries to like kill him again and stuff, it just isn't worth it. And now the Lothran Skycutters actually ran out of ammo. And they are still useful as chariots. And this was a very nice play. He went behind the pillar here so that it didn't give a line of sight, and did a massive charge and massive number on all of this infantry. Again, there is no mass here to actually stop him, but we do see the little castellans pew-pewing still, so that is very nice. Charge from the Hobgoblins into the War Lions, and then supported by Eltharion. This is an absolute massacre. Insta-terror routed. The Mistwalker barrage comes in. He's just popping Apotheosis like it's some healing potion in a video game. And now it's a proper ending for all of these units. He could also go with Eltharion into these units. They are you should be careful about going into the Castellans, especially if they're like fully dug in with the missile resist and expert charge defense, because they can actually do a number on you with they are actually halberds, right? So that is kind of risky, but he should tar pit them with something like just Ships Company. This Ships Company should stand here because they're also together for no reason, and you should just get them to do that. We also see basically a sniping attempt on the Iron Demon, which is the main carry piece. Like, if it just keeps chewing with 200 HP, it's as good as new, because it does not care for the shotgun damage. So it is still totally fine with like 83 HP. But if it gets killed, that is very much a lot of value lost. And we see a Bull Centaur render coming in. Again, this type of unit is there to bully stuff like these Skycutters that are on the ground, the War Lions, and any other type of cavalry. We also see Dragon Princes. Man, Dragon Princes are super scary in this matchup because they can just chase down stuff like trains and so on. They don't have armor piercing, which is their downside, but they still do have stuff like a huge charge bonus. Amazing Purple Sun as bait, though, from the side of SiPa. He just throws a Purple Sun, and it's going to basically like 60% this unit. Oh, that was so nice. So this is nice bait from the Chaos Sorcerer, and he is getting back into the game a bit with the value. And it seems that Eltharion is getting his pickle tickled by the Bull Centaur renders, so he's trying to book it out of there. And tar-pitting the Bull Centaur renders and stuff like Ships Company and Company of Caladrian is great plays from Czarix's side, because they just want to fight something that's big and huge, and Oceanids are the main thing that is going to take damage that is well done by the Bull Centaur renders. But he actually goes in. What a mad lad. He goes with Eltharion to pop the Mistwalker's barrage probably very soon. Yeah, and even though he's like super close to getting healing capped, this is a huge fight for Czarix, and he just wants to terror route. Yeah, there we go. This icon basically says that they're terror routed, and they're now properly routed as well. So this unit is now done, and that was his basic take on trying to get through it. But we also see a purple sun going down, and purple sun actually going totally delete mode on the ship's company and the company of Caladrian. Very nice damage, but I don't think it will be enough because there's still Elarian Reavers, still a full health Warline of Crace. And what are you stuck summoning? You're stuck summoning, oh my god, your entire army is shattered, right? And you only have another Bull Centaur render that is fighting its ideal targets, but it is triple surrounded. And man, Czarix has balls of steel with going in Eltharion at healing capped and 1.4k HP into these guys and just doing cycle charges like it's nobody's business. While also, this is what we were also talking about, the ship's company just were there to target the Infernal Castellans, which was very nice from him. And it is a proper scrap, right? But it is now finally looking like it's totally over for SiPa. Even though the value is super far, super close, like at least 1.5k value is in Eltharion just being fully heal capped. So it is not very reflective on what is going on. And again, it seems that SiPa is just doing bait with the Infernal Castellans, and it's very nice bait. Like, it's working. Because every time something comes to try and contest the Infernal Castellans shooting that is either huge or expensive, he just throws out the Purple Sun, which is what he should be doing. And this little guy that is probably like 800 gold worth of caster, he just has 1.8k. Even though he got double summoned, he still paid for himself. So that is very nice from him. Still, Eltharion being an absolute bully, Mistwalker's Barrage, look at this. A crazy, crazy damage, and then you just had the Warline summon in, and now it just does, like, all of the units that SiPa can summon are not going to trade cost effectively, and he is also triple capped at this point. So this is going to be basic cleanup duty. Man, what a tussle from the absolutely horrible start that SiPa had. He actually kind of brought it back, and then there was just an overwhelming force from the side of Eltharion or the Czarix High Elves. In the end, Eltharion finally breaks, but he still has 4 leadership, which means that he will rally as soon as he comes out of the range of this, which is crazy with 147 HP. Okay, he got shot by the Castellan, man. He's in melee fight with 4 ships company. He turns around and just pops one in the back of the head of Eltharion. Brutal, brutal kill. But it's kind of too late. And man, all of these units took the longest freaking way to go off the battlefield. Come on, man. Like the corner of the map to go instead of going over here. That also definitely did not help SiPa in his pool of unsummoning and resummoning stuff. But here comes the choo-choo again. 2.5k, but it's kind of just too late. There is not enough time for the choo-choo to do its thing. And absolute crazy performance from this thing, right? This is a unit that definitely needs looking at, because it should not be this good in freaking melee, man. If you're surrounded by something like a Warline of Crace, ROR that's supposed to have like armor piercing, first you should not be able to move out of it like it's nobody's business, and second you should not be like passively doing so much damage that it basically kills the unit too. Oh my god, what is happening to that tree? Yeah, very well played to Czarix. GG in game 1. Let's see some value. 3k on Eltharion, crazy. Lothran Skycutters actually almost paid for themselves. I believe they're 1300 or 1400. I think they got nerfed. Oceanids not paying for themselves, but it doesn't matter. Like, ooh, Company of Caladrian did very nice work. Dragon Princes, expected, very nice. And the Warlions were the MVPs here. Man, them charging in and just cleaning up stuff like the Chaos Dwarf Warriors, right? 2 of these guys got value. The rest of them got garbage value because they were just stuck fighting Oceanids, which they're a wet noodle contest of fighting, but they still lose. And then the Warlines coming in to clean them up. man, what a cool game from both sides. What the hell? These sneaky kids also totally massacring something, I guess, with their little sticks, beat sticks. They could have been shooting into stuff like Dragon Princess or the Cav. Their like precursor throwing knives are very, very good. Hobgoblins not paying for themselves because they got summoned in, I think, like 3 times. And yeah, the Bull Centaur renders just weren't there on time. He did have 2 of the shotguns, but just starting with one, I believe, would have been a huge deterrent. But honestly, I think just SiPa did not remember that Lothran Skycutters exist, man. Especially on this type of map. I think like he was okay with something like Altarian, but Altarian solo cannot dive the Hell Cannon, right? Especially with 2 Castellans there. Look at these guys' value, man, crazy. They were just shooting at expensive stuff the entire game. But with the Lothran Skycutters, like Czarix got totally outplayed him at the start to get the Hell Cannon offline, or otherwise he could have just had his way with the entirety of Czarix's army with the Hell Cannon. When he saw the Hell Cannon, not the Hell Cannon, the Lothran Skycutters, SiPa could have also unsummoned it immediately to get the value back and then resummoned it later in the game when these guys didn't have the ammo. But I guess he thought that the Hell Cannon would do more damage. Like it did like 2 shots into the Lothran Skycutters before it died, but it just wasn't enough. So I think that's the main play. Either having like a shotgun at the starting army to deter the Lothran Skycutters would have been good, or just Hell Cannon in reserve and then just summoning it out a bit later, and then just having like a shotgun again and a Hobgoblin at the starting army. But I like both sides. I like very much like both sides and both armies. Maybe a couple of Hobgoblin archers would have been prudent too, just to assist with killing the Oceanids, deterring the archers and stuff. But yeah, very, very nice game still. Yeah, see you guys in game 2 of the finals.